Hi everyone. This video we're going to talk about how many ways are there to record our birdbox camera's video footage. Well, we already know that when we set up the birdbox camera, our phones or other digital devices, smart devices can show us the image of the live feed. But we can't, stay around the phone or our screens for the whole day, waiting for them to do something. The birds, they act on themselves, and some of us only take this bird watching as a hobby. So instead of staying from the screen all day, what we can do is use recordings to replace the moments we miss when they're feeding each other, playing around with each other. Even though it's not at the perfect moment when it happens, but it still lets us experience the precious moments again when we're watching the recordings. So if the recordings are very useful, we can also use them as, for academic reasons, to study the bird's habits. If they're so useful, how should we record them? There are usually three methods for us to record the birdbox camera's footage. First, what we use is the SD card. You can see in our birdbox camera there's a slot for micro SD cards. And the micro SD cards, when you insert them, they automatically start recording the footage. The only downside of it is the birdbox camera only supports 64 gigabytes and some of the 128 gigabytes. And if it reaches its maximum storage, it will start erasing the earliest footages and covering them with the latest footages. So that's the SD cards. They're kind of convenient, but they're not really good for long-term recordings. Then it's like using an NVR or a NAS station. NVR is like for us who have a whole security network system set up. The NVR has a recording feature on itself. So using those, we're able to get a hard disk drive and attach it to the NVR so we can record for longer, maybe for up to a month or even half a year. The NAS station works kind of the same, but instead of a whole network system, it is like an internet access, which the data that is uploaded to it can be accessed by any other friendly devices which is connected to the same network. Okay, these two are for very massive recordings because they can just easily insert new hard disk drives, which are usually up to terabytes. And the third way is by using a personal computer, right here. We have the application installed, and then we can watch the camera on our monitors. And for personal computers, we can attach hard disk drives as well. But we have more operating opportunities because on the application we can have more features than a NAS station or an NVR. Now let's take a look at how we should use our personal computer to record our birdbox camera. Well, first we have to get our computer, and in order to receive the image from the birdbox camera, we have to download our application. So let's go to our webpage, greenbackyard.com, and we can scroll all the way down, and you can see there's a help right here. You click on it, go to the next page, we scroll down again, and depends on which operating system you're using, you choose to install the software. And then we scroll down a little bit and download the software using this link. We've downloaded it already, so I'll just open the software and you guys can see. So this is what the interface would look like. This whole thing, the monitor, we can just take a look at our camera and see if it's operating. It's operating good and nice. And now let's go back and say we want to start recording this camera's video feed. Then we go to record plan. Usually there is nothing here, and we choose our camera from the list, and we make sure it's added here, save it. And at this disk set here, you can see we can't choose their C disk because we can't choose the disk that our operating system is on. We're afraid that the constant reading and writing will overwhelm the disk, and it's on our operating system. So let's choose the other disk. So we choose the D disk here, and then we go to time set. And this is where we kind of manage the periods we want our birdcam videos recorded. So here we just click on the setting, this gear right here. This goes into the plan time. And right here are the times. We can split it into 6 periods. And there's normal, motion, and alarm. It means normal is recording a 21st set event. I mean just regular recording without any other options. Motion is it will only record when there's motion detected in front of the camera. And alarm means, you know, there will be alarms when the motion detects. And down here the weekday means what days you want this plan to execute. So we're just going to do all week for making it convenient. And say like from mornings 0600 we wanted to record to 10 o'clock to 1000 and just normal recordings. And say in the afternoon from 1500 to, let's say, 1700. So this time we'll do normal as well. And maybe late at night when it's like 8 o'clock at night was 2000. And to the end of the day, which is 23:59, from 8 o'clock to the end of the day, we'll do motion detecting because it's late at night. We want the birds are going to rest as well. So then remember to click OK and save. After it's saved successfully, this record plan up here, we have to let it execute by clicking on this on button. So then it says it's running the record plan, and let's give it a few seconds to, record some footage. After that, we'll take a look at how to find the recordings. So a few seconds have passed. Remember, before we watch our recordings, we have to close this, because if we don't, it's going to overwhelm the system. So now that it has stopped, we go back to home. Right here, there is playback. Choose our camera. Remember, this has to be set on local. And make sure the time zones are correct, and search. And you can see there's a record length, 11 seconds, 8 seconds. Okay, this is the latest one. So this is our recording from before. It was 11 seconds, and it's playing now. All right. That's how you execute a recording plan on our PC. And that's pretty much it for this video. If you have any more comments or questions, you can post them in the section below. And I'm happy to see you guys next time. Alright, goodbye. Thank you.